When you're out walking on the bike path, or maybe you're just out at the park, have you ever wanted to approach a really cute dog, but you're not sure how to do it safely? Well, joining me today is Sarah Francis and my dog Bailey, who's very excited this morning. And Sarah's going to tell us more about how to approach dogs. Good morning.
Good morning.
So why is it so important, to be aware of dog safety and to have that?
Because if you don't go up to a dog the right way, you could get seriously injured and bit.
Now, what do you suggest when people are approaching a new dog that they don't know?
To go up to the owner, ask them first, let the dog come up and sniff them, and not to pet them on the head because that could scare them, but to pet them on the side.
Okay, so on the side of their body. I never knew that. I was always one who, I know the dogs like to get scratched behind their ears or something like that. How did you get involved in this topic? I mean, what kind of drew you to this?
Well, when I was young, I got bit by a dog. It wasn't anything serious, but it did scare me, so I just learned the proper way to go up to a dog and...
That can scare you, especially when you're a young kid.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people out there have had, maybe an uncomfortable experience with a dog when they're at a young age, and then it just kind of sticks with you. Now, you are actually helping young kids right now. You're kind of touring. Tell us about that.
Well, I go around to different schools, elementaries, and I give them a presentation on dog biting awareness, how to go up to a dog, what to do if a dog comes up to you.
Excellent. And you also have an e-book. Is that what I was hearing?
Yes, an e-book called Sarah's Pet Life. You can buy it on your iPad or Kindle.
Yeah, that's great. Now, what kind of dog? Tell us about this experience that you had. Bailey, okay, let me just make it known. Bailey sees some treats over off to the side. That's why she's getting excited. I know! Maybe we can throw one over here and give her a little treat. So tell us more about this experience. You said you got bit, but what was it like? What was the situation that you were in?
I was just playing with the dog at first, and then I was running away, and that's when the dog bit me. So
were you trying? You were already playing with it.
I was just playing, and then I was just kind of running. I wasn't scared or anything. I was just running, but it just thought I was running away from it, and then it nipped me on my ankle.
And what can people learn in your ebook? What kind of helpful tools are there?
It's life lessons that our animals teach us, because throughout the years I've had so many different pets that have taught me lessons, so I just wrote about that.
And is it for all different types of dogs? Because I mean, do you approach a small dog differently than you would, one Bailey size?
It's for really all dogs, because all dogs can bite you.
Okay.
A big dog, their bite would be probably worse than a small dog, but it's still a bite and you can still get hurt really bad, so.
That's true. Have you heard other experiences from the people that you're talking to as well? Kids that maybe feel more comfortable approaching dogs after you talk to them?
Yeah, and after my presentation, I watched them pet the dog on the side instead of the head, so I'm just trying to get the message out there on how to go up to a dog the proper way.
Well, I think it's a great message, something helpful that a lot of people can know. And I know from your personal experience, you kind of grew into more of a dog lover yourself. So we want to thank you so much for coming here. And if you want to know more of Sarah's tips, we'll have more information on our website, WPRI.com.